About clairvoyance and intuition. On a personal note, I had something happen where I was shown and told certain things would happen and how something was going to play out. And it did. And after it did, I feel in my body and in my mind that I'm still like processing. I'm in a little bit of shock of like this, oh, it actually happened, you know? And for me, I mean, I've always been psychic or like very intuitive, a clairaudient, like I'll hear things. And as a mental health practitioner, I'm able to have that discernment or to distinguish that that is not an audio hallucination, that this is not mental health related, that this is something outside of that, something that we are feeling. This is something that I can speak to, but maybe not others will understand. This is not a handbook. I'm not here to teach you all anything on that or to, give you a how-to. I want to lay out is that, yes, we can be given all of the signs, all of the messages. We can hear it. We can see it. We can literally be handed the map. And things will still play out. And we're still going to be left with that, was I supposed to do something? Like, why did this happen? And I have found myself like overthinking and overanalyzing, trying to connect these dots and like, what was my purpose in this? And like, why? And the message that keeps returning, that keeps coming back is that we're not meant to know. I've replayed this situation over and over again in so many ways, in ways where somebody is the villain, in ways where they're actually helping me, through my own wounds and trauma, in ways that we were collaborating, in ways that we actually were an accident, that like, oh, just ran into you, sorry. I woke up one morning just about to start the process again of replaying. And I woke up and I heard case closed. And to me, it was like, stop, like there's nothing more. There's no more documents you could find. I mean, this is the final verdict. There's nothing, there's no going back. They can feel on a deeper level that maybe there's some people coming into their gifts like myself. Maybe we haven't called ourselves these things yet. I know for me, just very recently, like literally last week, I called myself clairvoyant to somebody, and I've never done that before. I've never called myself that. I've had many times where I downplay it. I was with some friends recently, and one of them called me a channel, and I immediately jumped in and was like, it comes and goes. Like I felt other people looking at me, and maybe they weren't even looking at me. It just felt like they were, and I was like, oh no. I felt like, I was explaining to another friend, it felt like circus clown, like, okay, go ahead and do it now. So I just, and that might have been a projection that I was feeling from previous situations that I imposed in that experience. And so I quickly shut it down. I was like, it comes and goes. No, I mean, I am very tuned in, tapped in, like I will see things, I will feel things, I will hear things. And it's time for me to just like not, it is what it is. Even with our abilities, our gifts, there's still going to be things that happen because we are not perfect. Just because I could see it and I could hear it and I know it's coming doesn't make it any easier. So 2 examples I wanted to bring up. I saw somebody post on social media, and she's also a psychic as well. And so she was getting a little bit of like pushback because something had happened in her relationship. And, people were, I think there was a comment of like, oh, well, you're psychic. Like, how did you not know? And again, I want to reiterate, we know, we know, but there's some things where it's almost like how do I put this? We know, but maybe we can't stop it. Maybe it's not supposed to be stopped. There's like a deeper layer of, I want to say feeling in it, It's almost like we experience it on like such a spectrum. It's like, I don't know why I'm getting like compass, full circle. It's like we have to see it from all angles. And so like, yeah, we can see it from over here, and now we've got to be in it, and now we've got to be over here. And yeah, I'm still learning. I'm going to be honest, I'm still learning what all of that means and what comes from that. But it definitely feels very different this time around now that I'm acknowledging that like bitch, you saw it coming. I had another friend too who got a message, and he delivered it a little bit different than what was told to him. And later on, he was, this thing happened in New Orleans, and if he had said it a little differently, I think he felt like maybe something could have happened. Again, we're not meant to know. Some things are just supposed to play out the way that they do. You may never fully know or understand. You may never have all the answers in front of you. And you may be like somewhere, we've got it right in front of us. It's given to us. It's shown itself in multiple ways and in ways we can't avoid. And yet, we are still here to experience the feeling. We're still here to experience that train wreck. We're still here to experience the love, the joy, the anger, the frustration, the guilt, the resentment, all of it. We're meant to feel it all, as hard as that can be. So keep on feeling, loves.